goods for a fair price. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
The longer the split from the shadow carved lasts, the more peaceful it go on.
We must remember. Shadow carved your anguish, Captain Reserve. Sometimes you just have to take a minute and forget your cares and worries.
This heat could burn the rust off metal.
It wasn't me. Whatever happened. After all,
Blood and sacrifice brought about this twilight. Your son king must cleanse his father's sins. I heard that Oseram merchants charge us double or even triple of what they charge their own tribe. I don't care if you think it's superstition. Red Maw has crushed it all along.
Yes, the machines grow more dangerous. But what do you want the Sun King to do about it? We have other priorities.
these goods. Would you like to buy something today?
Only the buy what you need. Leave the rest.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came all this from...
Yes. I remember you. Yes, yes. Trade quick. I will leave you to the hunt. Yes. You look capable. You might do. Come here if you...
like to buy something today?
Don't pass up these goods. Day is coming to an end. Vaughn still hasn't put an end to the rebellion. That's his trade. The sun calls for reconciliation. Good luck reconciling a corrupting machine. This sunset ain't nothing. You should see it from the claim. The colors of fish flesh and breath.
Folks in the claim have no idea what it's like in Meridian. They think we're living like savages.
Trainers bled us dry for years, and now we're supposed to put weapons and smile? Well, the sky's the color of molten steel.
You could tell Ursa's death has been tough on him. He's trying.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause trouble. I've got a lot on my mind. Sorry.
Some Osman girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing. I work hard every day, sleep like a rock every night. I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Derval. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Derval. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Derval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Errand, wait. Remember that no one hates Derval more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him
Apa
alive.
raja tak pakai baju.
Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy.
Thank you, Aloy.
I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine.
Cinta
Find
tu.
Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Yelah. Bapak awak. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho ho ho. Tak boleh. Oh, tak boleh.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll assume sheep was looked to.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
An Oseram girl cursed at me the other day. Shameless.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Kuat tu.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb?
It's a bomb, all right.
Doesn't look too
Well
big.
crafted. Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Baik.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. Something's dripping from the ceiling. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm.
Apa nak buat ni?
If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
Apa ni? Itu buat apa ni?
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
Okay.
If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
So, is that thing gonna go off?
If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
Yelah, tapi macam mana? itulah. Siapa?
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very
Ya,
strong.
ini Allah.
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Derval's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Derval said he'd make a VOD watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Derval's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Food tracks. With just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Set up a bucket line!
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Derval's hideouts. Must be where Derval assembled the detonator. He tunneled through. Derval did find a way into the palace.
Ano?
Wish I could be there to see the sun god.
Avad, the wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
I can't leave everyone at the mercy of that machine.
Bangun. Malasnya raja.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Avad. Lari.
Can we finish this? I've got a Sangha to kill.
Lomak kuat.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravages. A savage is nothing.
Oh yo.
Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting?
Oh yo.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravages. A savage is nothing. Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting? It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Osseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Apakah? Alamak. Lawan burung lah pula.
Okay, no more sneaking.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
Aduh, namanya yang benda.
Down you go.
Mana itu burung? Mana itu burung? Mati seekor ni. Oh mak kau.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
majestic, murderous flintlock.
Aduh.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
Makin banyak eh.
Those majestic, murderous flinthawks.
Sekogi.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks.
Mati pun.
Got too much already.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of.
Bunda ni
Going
nak.
back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead, and they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Napundan. But
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
Well, I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.